Well, we got ourselves another wheat penny at this church permission. That one is a 1945 wheat penny, the year World War II ended. So that's a good sign. Let's keep going and see if we can't find something better. Now, the pastor of the church has told me that this mansion used to be really elegant and had sunken gardens and everything else. And he said, to the best of his knowledge, in the 20 years that he's been attending this church, nobody had ever detected it. So I said, let me have a try, and we'll go at it and find out what we find. And lo and behold, this has become a honey hole for me. Well, this was a solid 12 on my Equinox 600. It's an old vintage button of some sort or other. So there you go. Nothing on the back. It might have been a two-piece where the back piece is gone. Looks like it was just a plain old green button. All right, let's keep going. Well, this was ringing up anywhere between 21 and 24 on my Equinox 600. I thought it sounded large. I thought for sure I was digging a bottle cap, but nope. It's an old flip-top cigarette lighter, and I don't see any advertising on it right now. I might clean it up a bit when I get home, but it's seen better days. Probably ready for the junk pile, huh? All right, this was ringing up all over the place, from the low 20s to the high, from the low 20s to the low 30s. I think we have silver, and I think it's large silver. There it is. What is it now? Is it just a wash? I'll take a Washington quarter. Yeah, it looks like a Washington quarter to me. Let me get it cleaned up. All right, that's exactly what we're hoping for at this church permission, a 1945 silver Washington quarter. There you go, silver in the hole here at Dirt Life Detecting. You know what we say. Gotta love it. Well, here it is, one of the things I was hoping for at this church permission. I don't know whether you can tell what it is, but I sure can. It's an Indian head penny. Unfortunately, it was in this crud all around here, so it ain't looking so nice. Let me see if I can get it cleaned up just a little bit here in the field. Let me come back to you after I get it wiped down. All right, the front side looking pretty good, so that's as much as I'm going to do to it here in the field. But you can see, 1900 on the dot, Indian head penny here at Dirt Life Detecting in the church permission. Gotta love it. Do you see what I see? Look at that impression right there. Let's find it together, shall we? I'm hoping this is another Indian. It was ringing up 21, 22 on my Equinox 600. Let me get the pinpointer out here. All right, let's get around that pretty good. Get that out. Yep, it's still down in there. Guess what? I think we got us our second Indian in here. Yes, sirree. All right, let me get it cleaned up. The sun just came out and I'm having a hard time seeing it. Well, my mistake on that, I got way too excited, and as you can see, this is a wheatie that's playing hard to get. It's 1920s, maybe 1926 or something. I know it's a wheatie more so based on that side right there, so I'll have to get it home, get it cleaned up a little better. I've spent way too much time on this wheat penny. Now this is what I've been waiting for. I have not found an old nickel in this church permission yet, but guess what? I just did.
V-nickel. Nice. There you go. All right, there's just a harsh sun out here. Let me get it cleaned up. All right, this one's in pretty nice shape compared to a lot of them. As you can see, 1904 V-nickel. So I'm going to stop cleaning it up here in the field, get it cleaned up a little bit more at home, show you a picture of it. All right, let's keep going. All right, there's something in the clump right there. Let's reveal it together. It did have a bit of a high tone to it. Oh no. Oh, yeah, whatever. Well, this was a solid 11, and it could well be silver. If I can get it out of here without breaking it all to smithereens. Come on. It's really caught up in some roots here. Definitely looks like it could be silver. Let me put this thing down, get back to you. Well, there it is. I'm not seeing any identifying marks on it. I will test it with my acid test kit when I get home, but as of right now, I'm going to say it's just bling. Solid 11 on the Equinox. So you never know for sure. I'll let you know. All right, yet another wheat penny out of this church permission. A 1949D is what it's looking like to me. And I'm going to call that the end of day 3 here at the church permission. We'll see you on day 4. Yet another wheat penny out of here. This one looks like a 1952D, so definitely on the right track to finding some old stuff, and definitely period. Let's keep going. All right, ringing up a very solid 22 on the Equinox 600. Some sort of a vintage top. My guess would be a vintage top to lipstick bottle. What do you think? I think it's lipstick bottle top. All right, let's keep going. All right, I thought this one came out looking a little bit shinier than all of my other nickels here, and there you see the telltale sign, the large P mint mark for Philadelphia on top of Monticello there. And if we flip it over, there's your confirmation. 1943 war nickel, 35% silver, silver in the hole here at Dirt Life Detecting. Gotta love it. Well, this is what I like about metal detecting. You never know what you're gonna find. Yet another wheat penny here, but what do you suppose happened to this wheat penny? Look at that. There are 3 holes in it. Was somebody shooting at this thing with a pellet gun or something? I don't know. Plus, I can't tell for sure what year it is. I see an 8 there at the end of it. 48, 38, maybe a 48. Who knows for sure? All right, let's keep going. Well, this was a solid 19 on the Equinox, and what is that? Is that a big old steak knife with no part of the wood handle left on it? That's kind of what it looks like to me. Kind of a kitchen knife. It's huge. All right, let's get this out of the yard. All right, I'm gonna have to double check this hole because this was ringing up as a scratchy 13 and I thought I was digging a nickel or hopefully a gold ring. But I know what I saw pop out, and it's right there. Do you see that edge? What do we have here? what do we have? Well, looks like we have a 57 Roosevelt dime. There you go. 57, 53. Sorry about that. 1953 Roosevelt dime. All right. Silver in the hole here at Dirt Life Detecting. Gotta love it. All right, so I rechecked the hole with the pinpointer, and this is exactly why it was ringing up a 13 right there. Excuse me, got something in my throat. My first Indian head, my first buffalo nickel out of here. Let's see if I can get a date off of it. So a buffalo nickel and a 53 Rosie in the same hole. All right, I can just barely make out the date there. I see 1927. I don't know if I can get the right angle where you can see that or not. I'll try and get it cleaned up at home and see if I can get you a better angle on that. But I'm thinking 1927 on that. Let's keep going. Well, this was a bang your ears out 3132. Yeah, look at that old handle off of spigot, water spigot. So Sherwood, cell pack, might be able to date that one. See if I can find some more information when I get home. All right, this was ringing up a solid lower 30s, blowing my ears out. Do you know what that is? I know what that is. Yeah, it's a comb. But a comb for what? The only way I know is by watching a few other metal detectors that have pulled out bits and pieces of these. That's a horse comb, I do believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.